the streets to the screen, he's got the glow.
Yo, listen up, here's the deal. Let me introduce a real big deal. His name's Hermdo, got a YouTube show with flow so smooth. He's still in the show. From the streets to the screen.
What up, everybody? How y'all doing? Excuse that crappy music. It's something I made in Suno, but yeah, I think it ties the show together really well. But I hope you're all having a good Wednesday. I think I had a couple days off last week. I'm all mixed up, but we got some cool stuff to look at. We got some real exciting things to get into, and that down a little bit now. Okay, let's turn that off. And let's get into it. Our first story comes to us from Jerry Seinfeld, and he's here. This is from Twitter. He is saying, Jerry Seinfeld says TV comedy is being hurt by the extreme left and PC crap and people worrying so much about offending other people. Now, this is a big thing that's been going on for the last few years. A lot of comedians are talking about like how everything's woke now, and they're talking about cancel culture, and they're talking about how you can't make jokes anymore. That's been like an ongoing theme from a lot of really popular comedians. I know Bill Burr had a whole bit about that kind of stuff. You know, Chappelle talks about that kind of stuff. But then Jerry Seinfeld goes on to say, it used to be you would go home at the end of the day. Most people would go, oh, Cheers is on. Oh, MASH is on. Oh, Mary Tyler Moore is on. All the Family, la, 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 la. You just expected there'll be some funny stuff we can watch on TV tonight. Well, guess what? Where is it? This is the result of the extreme left and PC. Oh, brother. What a... They've been talking about this. This has been going on for like 10 years now. Everybody, all these guys got like famous talking about how like wokeness is out of control and all this shit. And they don't even know what wokeness means. It just means like non-straight people on TV or something, or like black people in a show they like or some shit. But people worrying about so much about offending other people. Comedy fans are now going to see stand-up comics because we are not policed by anyone. The audience polices us. We know when we're off track. We know instantly when we adjust to it instantly. When you write a script and it goes 4 or 5 different hands, committee groups. Here's our thought about this joke. Well, that's the end of your comedy. Yeah. See, with comedy, like, I'm a comedy fan. Jerry Seinfeld's one of my favorites. I love his shows. I love his work. I mean, the guy's a legend. He's a multi-billionaire. He's been in the industry. I think he just turned 70. He's been in the industry for decades and decades. But, you know, a lot with other comedians I like, and yeah, it's like the world we live in is more sensitive now. And I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing, but it's just like sometimes I'm not here to tell comedians how to act or what they should do in their shows. But it's just like if you're constantly like ripping on like certain groups of people, certain like vulnerable groups of people like trans people or black people or what have you, it's just kind of lame. I don't know. It's just like you don't want to use a certain group as a crutch. You know, like Chappelle, he keeps talking about trans people over and over and over again. It's just kind of like, okay, Dave, we get it. Can we just like move on now? I know people are offended by it, and I don't know. It's just like I don't know. I just think there's better targets to go after than people like on the progressive stack. But that's just me. I don't know. Maybe I don't know anything about comedy. Maybe I'm just talking on my ass. But it's just it gets stale after a while. I mean, there's so much more things. I mean, people in like comics, at least like George Carlin and stuff. Like he spoke truth to power. He held. You know, he talked about like the rich businessmen who are kind of fucking America over. He talked about how you can't trust the government. He talked about all this other stuff. I just don't see like PC and wokeness really being as evil as like some of the more powerful people here. It's just like I think a lot of this, there's a lot of right wing fear mongering when it comes to like wokeness and stuff, and it just a lot of guys can't really define what it means, like I mentioned before. But it's just there's some stuff you just I mean you can joke about it, but you'll get canceled. But do people even get canceled anymore? Look what happened to Matt Rife. He made some crack about domestic violence. People were pissed off at him for a couple weeks. Then it just kind of faded away. People say offensive stuff all the time. There's a little bit of an outrage mob. Some people circle the wagons. Everyone's just like, well, free speech is under attack. Ah, blah, 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 blah. And then it just fades from everyone's consciousness. And it's just like, if you can't like make comedy without ripping on like a vulnerable group, then I think you really need to reassess your shit. But hey, I'm not a comedian. I'm just a fat guy on YouTube. What do I know? But let's check out this next thing here. Oh, let's get into this, actually. I think I missed my slideshow up. That's okay. This guy, Mario Newfall, he's like a conservative commentator. He's been in my Twitter feed lately. I don't know why. I follow some conservatives, but it's weird. Like, Twitter just like, damn it. Twitter just like suggests these people to me now. I don't know why, but here's this tweet. This is Queens in New York City. Serious crimes hit levels unseen in 2 decades last year, even as Mayor Adams claims crime is down, driven by a historic surge in assaults, which neared 28,000 for the first time in the city's recorded history. Yeah, okay, that sounds bad. That sounds like, oh, we should be concerned about it. But it's just, this is what he's talking about here. He posted this video. Let's watch it. It's about 40 seconds long. But, turn the volume up. But you expect, like, people show, like, scenes, like, in Philly where, like, a bunch of fentanyl addicts are, like, staggering around. There's trash all over the place. It's just like, that's awful, and that should be fixed, of course. But this is the footage he chooses to show. Uh-oh. People are milling about. Look out. They're about to start committing crimes any second. It just looks like a clean, walkable city. Oh no, people are selling stuff. If you're complaining about this shit, honestly, dude, I mean, I'm not saying there's not problems in this city, but this kind of shit, like street vendors and people just like minding their own business, who the fuck cares? Out of coffee. Damn. Yeah. Well, I mean, are some of those people immigrants? I don't know. You gotta be scared about immigrants too. Yeah. But that was basically it. I just think it's very stupid to be that concerned with this kind of crap. It's all like I said before about like right-wing fear-mongering. That's just the thing. It's just, I mean, you just assume people talk about like New York and like Chicago and like Los Angeles like they're war zones or something, like they're demilitarized zones or some shit where it's like it's like Mad Max shit's going on. People are getting their heads cut off. People are getting like fucking blown up in a million pieces and buildings are collapsing and all that shit. Give me 1 second here. Sorry, I got a phone call. I couldn't ignore it. But yeah, all this stuff going on is just silliness. It's taking cheap shots at people, and and there's cities with problems, but so many of these cities, like even Detroit, I'm from Detroit, obviously, repping the Tigers hat and stuff like that. And Detroit's got a lot of scary areas, but there's some parts of it that are very nice, very walkable, very clean, and the city's made a concerted effort to kind of clean up its image, and it looks good. There's still problems in the city, of course, but this fear mongering about cities is just silly. But my buddy Andrew Tate, Now, he had an incredible tweet here. This is very funny. Imagine being a full-grown man and being excited by cooking. So cooking's gay now, everybody. We can add cooking to the long list of things that are gay, like kissing girls is gay, drinking tea is gay, listening to music is gay, going on dates and paying for your date's meal, that's gay. Everything's gay. But now cooking is gay. You can't throw together a burger or grill a steak. That means you're a homo now. But he goes on, not war, not conquest. Yeah, this guy thinks posting on Twitter is war. No, you get adrenaline from making an omelet. Fucking nerd. Chefs are worms. Oh my god, what if the meat's overdone? Oh my god. Who cares? Hardly getting knocked out, is it? I know this is mostly just engagement bait. Everything this guy posts is just engagement bait. You see all these right-wing guys posting this crap all the time. It's just cheap a way to get clicks. We know it, but I don't know. Does he actually believe this shit? He probably does. And all these like 14-year-old fans of his are probably like, yeah, cooking sucks. And they're probably going in the kitchen when their mom's like making spaghetti for dinner and they're like, oh, you're a bitch, mom. So it just, it's ridiculousness, but he got ratioed pretty hard here. This is Dr. Strangelove. He's a pro-gun guy. Good account, good account. But he says, no, Andrew Tate, trafficking women and running a prostitution wing does not count as war. And he's got Squidward here. It's a Squidward meme. But you can see Tate's tweet had like 18K likes. This has 71,000. A brutal ratio. Absolutely brutal ratio. Not quite as bad as when Greta Thunberg ratioed him, but that's what you should do. You know, I'm not a fan of Tate. I think he's a scumbag. I think he's a lousy role model for young guys. But I don't think he should be banned. But this kind of stuff, this is how you handle Andrew Tate. You mock him, you humiliate him, you own him online. That's how you get to guys like that. So, very funny. Oh, this is something interesting. According to Philip Lewis, hold on 1 second here. Let's turn this off. Now, apparently they're going to allow gambling at Dave & Buster's. See if I can make that a little bit bigger. There we go. And it says, Dave & Buster's will begin allowing customers to bet on arcade games. Customers can soon make a friendly $5 wager on a Hot Shots basketball game, a bet on a skee ball competition, or another arcade game. Let's shrink my webcam here so you guys can see a little bit better. But there's some funny replies to this. When you get in too deep, betting on skee ball and Dave & Buster's, and the guy's choking. I think it's a still from Sopranos. They better hire more security. Yep. Somebody going to be stuck in there trying to win their car back. Why not just bet your friend with real money instead of paying them a fee and having your money stuck on the card? Good point. Well, what could go wrong? I love skee ball with my family. I lost my family to skee ball. Okay, the old uncanny Mr. Incredible meme. That's getting a lot of traction. The monetization and gamification of every aspect of our lives is sure to end well. Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked. But there's a quote from this guy, John Hyslop. He's the new director of product, and he says, buddy, I've been gambling every day for 20 plus years. It's all I think about, and I still haven't gotten addicted, so I doubt it's happening. I don't know if that's like a joke. Maybe he's being more self-aware. It's a little concerning. But I think it's funny. It's just, man, I just want to play skee ball. I just want to play Virtua Fighter. I want to play Street Fighter. I don't want to mess around, and I got to make some parlay whether or not some kid's going to make a basketball or something. I don't know the game terms. I'm not a gamer anymore. I don't know what the people do. But it's just like you're trying to... It's ridiculous. I haven't been to an arcade. I went to Dave & Buster's when I was like 13. This is way long time ago. But I just think it's kind of messed up that this is just kind of like the culture we have now where everything's gambling. There's all these online sports betting apps. You know, crypto, I guess that's a kind of gambling. I mean, buying stocks, buying any kind of that kind of thing is like a gamble. But everything's a fucking gamble these days. It's just ridiculous. And people don't understand how messed up that is. But I think, yep, that's the last of it. So, let's go ahead and put my Hermdo music back on. Thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Tune in for more. We got all sorts of crazy crap happening these days. It's an exciting time to be a Hermdo fan. Posting shorts, posting longer form videos. Check out my TikTok. The @ is right down there. Follow me on YouTube at Hermdo86. I gotta put a little thing on there. I gotta, whatever. But I'll have links down below in the video description. Let me know your thoughts on this kind of stuff, whether you guys agree with me or you think I'm a dick. But that's all I got for you guys for right now. Thank you again for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. I don't know if I said it already. But I'll see you later.
From vlogs to challenges, he's on